Hello, BookTube, and welcome back to Shorty September, a great BookTube event where we concentrate on tiny books, tiny little books to give yourself a little boost, a little tailwind in the old stats game, to get some of those tiny books either read or reread and out of circulation. I have a bunch of them myself. I decided for Shorty September this year that I would go all analog. There would be no ebooks, and that I was rearranging some books recently. A lot of books recently. And as I was going, I was just picking things out that were obvious candidates for Shorty September. I didn't organize them at all. I just made a stack of them. And I decided not to organize that stack either. So I'm just going through them one by one. So I'm not always planning or in control of what I'm adding to the pile the night before. And that shows with last night's pick, because last night I picked this. The Fur Person by May Sarton, the novelist and the famous memoirist May Sarton. Tiny little thing. It's a novel about a cat called Tom Jones, who he is the fur person of the title, and he finds his way into the home of someone who is clearly May Sarton and her housemaid. And we follow his adventures, both on the street and in the wild, and also in semi-domesticity, where he knows where his food is going to be, and he knows the rough natures of the humans that have taken him in and what it's like to live with them. This was from 1957, so I actually can't say that the author's famous stroke caused this book to happen. It happened long before the stroke. No, this is another kind of debasement. This is a moral debasement that happens to authors, even good ones, where they spend time writing really good stuff and then they think, hey, you know what else I could write about? My cats. I could write about my cats. Of course, a story told from the viewpoint of a domestic cat would be a river of gouty, gore-inflected blood. Wouldn't be any of the whimsical gentleman-about-town eccentricities of Tom Jones in this book. It would be... I don't know why people keep these creatures as pets. I've never understood that. And I don't understand it any better after reading this, which, no offense to May Sarton, I got the distinct impression when I was reading this that she wanted it to become a cult classic, and I haven't actually checked fully to find out whether or not it has. Whether or not cat people really venerate this thing, and they all have a copy. I don't know. I try not to spend too much time thinking about cat people. Was it enjoyable? Well, sure. It's May Sarton. It stands to reason that it's going to be enjoyable no matter what it is. But was it recognizable? In terms of what I've ever known these savage monsters to be like? No, it wasn't. It's illustrated all throughout. The illustrations are by Barbara Knox, and they are fairly crude type like that. And they are mostly vary between Tom Jones sleeping 22 hours a day, or Tom Jones judging the humans who are giving him everything in exchange for nothing, not even affection. Seems to be about par for the course with these creatures. They take and they take and they take and they never give. Kind of the opposite of man's best friend, the team I play for, the team on which I am, in fact, the captain. So there was that polling against the current here. This was enjoyable to read because it's an enjoyable author, but it's a little book about a cat, told around the point of view of a cat. So it didn't exactly win the Shorty September sweepstakes last night. Is this going to cause me to be more careful with what I pick for tonight's Shorty September? No, it's not. I made that pile. I didn't think about it. I'm just going to grab whatever's on top. So I'll just have to hope for better luck and a more congenial reading experience tonight, and I'll report back tomorrow. Thank you, BookTube.